Hi, I'm Amy Lees and I'm the Psychology Course Manager here at Richard Huish College. Psychology is the science of the mind and behaviour. It's an engaging subject where we explore research to explain why and how we behave. This makes studying psychology really exciting as we're able to gain insight into a range of behaviours such as obedience, aggression and attachment. Psychology is a science, so we use evidence to draw conclusions, and as many people have contributed to the field of psychology, we also explore the same behaviour from many approaches.
I'd say psychology does help me in everyday life and just how to communicate with people and to understand people better and why they do certain things, and I suppose to empathise with them, I guess, as well.
Psychology is such an exciting subject because of our diverse curriculum. We study topics such as social influence, understanding why people conform and obey, memory, exploring reasons why we forget. As psychologists, we also study topics such as phobia, OCD, depression and schizophrenia, understanding what causes psychological disorders and how this forms effective treatments. We examine attachment, our very first relationship with our primary caregiver, and their impact on our adult relationships. We examine what factors influence attraction, how relationships are maintained, and the processes involved in breakdown. The biological approach is influential in psychology. We have a whole unit dedicated to biopsychology, where we understand the physiological basis of our behaviour, such as the role of the brain, nervous system, and endocrine system. Biological approaches are also across many of our units, such as the role of the limbic system in aggression, neurotransmitters in schizophrenia and OCD, and evolutionary explanations for attachment. Everything we do as psychologists is underpinned by research methods. As we are a science, we investigate behaviour. This means as psychology students, you will understand the scientific process and how to implement different types of research, as well as handling data and interpreting results. We are very lucky to have such a diverse curriculum. However, this also means that we set you work to complete outside of class to prepare for your next lesson. We call this directed study, and you'll be given support and guidance on how to complete this. Because you've acquired knowledge outside of the lesson, this means that we can focus on more practical activities in class, such as applying your knowledge, interpreting scenarios, and providing explanations for behaviour. We recreate research studies when ethical, and you're encouraged to implement your own research. In class, we often focus on evaluating theories. Analysis is a really important feature of the A-level, so lessons often involve challenging theory, exploring alternative explanations, and formulating arguments. One of the best things about psychology is that the people who study it are often diverse and different. This means that we're able to have some interesting debates during lessons.
We're doing biopsychology at the moment, which is really interesting, and like how the different parts of the brain work and different hemispheres and how they like control different things. We're doing how some people get the cords cut in the middle and how the different brains can't communicate with each other, which is quite interesting.
Psychology students at Huish benefit from a range of different enrichment activities. For example, the Future Psychology Conference, where speakers from different universities such as Oxford, Cambridge and Durham shared their research on contemporary topics. We've run our own enrichment event, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, where students took part in practical activities on the topic of positive psychology, criminal profiling and gambling addiction. Students are also invited to observe a brain dissection, where you're able to appreciate the complex structures of the brain and their impact on our behaviour. The A-level is 100% examined and there's no assessed coursework. As we are an examined subject, we support you with revision and exam technique, and we provide you with lots of support during academic tutoring. Psychology provides progression to a range of different subjects and careers. Psychology degrees are one of the most popular progression routes for students who study at Richard Huish, and this is something that we are really proud of. Even if you do not study psychology at university, an A-level in the subject will be useful for many careers, such as law, criminology, healthcare, social work, medicine, the police, and teaching. One of the best things about studying A-level psychology is the range of skills you gain that are appreciated by universities and employers. Through your studies, you will acquire skills in planning research, time management, as well as these, an ability to develop coherent arguments supported by relevant evidence, essay writing, critical thinking, application of knowledge, and analysis. You will have an awareness of the factors which shape behaviour and social interactions. One of the most common misconceptions about psychology is that we talk about our feelings, we can read minds, or that the subject is just our opinion. Psychology is a science. We use research to support and challenge theories, and the role of a psychology student is to take a critical approach, formulate an argument, and draw a reasoned conclusion.
I'm glad I took psychology. I find it really interesting. I would recommend it. The teachers are good. I know I can always go to Bryony, who's my teacher, and everything, and I enjoy the lessons. They're fun and engaging.
I hope we've inspired you to study psychology at Richard Huish and that you've gained a greater insight into the subject. Thanks for listening, and I hope to meet you soon.